Hey now. What's up, y'all? It's Lil Paulette without the gang, and I am that mother suckers with a recap for that ass. It is Our Kind of People, Season 1, Episode 9. Twice as hard, twice as good. And I want y'all to do me a favor, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe when you get a second. All right? Thank you guys for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. But don't forget to hit that like button, okay? Let's get right into it. Aunt Piggy is back, and she just surprised Angela at the shop. Angela didn't know. She was in there cleaning up. Aunt Piggy was like, boo! And she was there. She's back, y'all. Aunt Piggy is back. Nate came out the shower with he only had the bottom wrapped up, and Aunt Piggy was like, damn, what's going on around here? She thought Angela and Nate was back together, but Nate just kindly, explained to her what was going on and how Angela's about to blow up and he want to contribute and all of that stuff. So Nate left, went to go get dressed. Aunt Piggy was teasing Angela. Angela was like, ain't nothing, ain't no unresolved nothing. And she was like, unresolved business always come back around. Angela said, you ain't been here 5 minutes and you already on your piggyisms. I like that. Y'all. Piggyisms. Angela told Aunt Piggy how Tyreek is messed up since she left. All about the dad's suicide. Aunt Piggy looked in the mirror, looked like she was, like she had to do a little, her little knees got weak or whatever. And she said, Lord, give me strength. In that best old black lady slave voice. Like she's going to pick something up. Lord, give me strength. I wish y'all could see me because I could do that real good. Cuts to Mr. Ray in the shower. And then you see these little brown toes with red nails come in the shower. And it's Miss Leah asking him if he okay because he been in there for a half an hour. He said he in there thinking about how her daddy done messed up his company and how he got to try to fix it. She said she's sorry. And she hugging him from the back. They got a dope ass shower. It's big enough for like maybe 5 people, 6, maybe 8, 10 people. Yeah, it's that kind of shower. It's nice. Leah gonna say she should have told him sooner, but she thought she could save Darman, or at the very least protect it. I don't even believe that. And he like, yeah, no, you couldn't have, because Teddy would have stopped you. The way she even saying it, she not even looking at him while she's saying it. That tell me that she's lying too. She can't look at him while she's saying it. Liar. Well, I could be wrong, y'all, but I think she lying. Leah said all the dirt she had on him got cleaned up soon as she found out about it. And she been trying to figure out what he been doing for months, but she can't figure it out. And then she looked at him and said, you being very understanding, because what Raymond doing. He just soaking it in, getting all the dirt that he can get because he going to use it against Teddy later. Leah say, so what you going to do next? Raymond said, I'm about to show Teddy exactly who you married to. Leah said, gave him a kiss, honey, and turned her on. Let me tell you, ain't nothing like a strong man. Ain't nothing like a strong black man at that. Cuts to little Mr. Quincy, Leah and Raymond's son, the twin of Lauren. He kissing the maid's granddaughter, and then the maid come around the corner. You hear her talking, so they push Quincy into the room, and she act like she dusting off the doorknob. And they decide they gonna go to a party later. And the grandma don't like her hanging out with him. Then it cuts to Mr. Tyreek running on the beach, and Angela's like watching him in the car. I guess she's looking for a place to park where he's gonna stop at. And this ninja gonna have the nerve to say, what is this, an ambush? Ninja, he's so jealous of Nate for no damn reason. Angela ain't thinking about Nate, but he being so insecure about Nate being there. Let me tell you something. Her daughter is more important than you and your little feelings. You better get over it. Ninja gonna have the nerve to say you could have called her. She like, I've been calling. You know she been calling you. No, she been calling you. Acting like a little bi. Angela say she trying, but she usually don't try. She usually just bunk out. She be out. So she told him, look, I'm trying with you. So look, you need to try to accept this as some shit I don't never do. Cause usually I would be like, F you, nigga. Ooh, Ninja. Tyreek talking about Teddy got him busy. You know, remember Teddy offered him that position if he wanted. And then he gonna say, you busy too, because maybe you want to try with your baby daddy again. And you need space. She's like, no, I ain't asked for no space. You just trying to use this as an excuse. He gonna have the nerve to say she should know because she doing the same thing. Yet she followed him there to talk. Now y'all remember last episode she kept asking him, let's talk about it, let's talk about it. And he kept snapping at her, right? She said, looks like you want to keep on running. So this ninja put his AirPods back in his ear and then kept on running, acting like a big ass baby. So then it cuts to one of them little, what is this called? The bougie meeting that they go to, the little girls club where Leah's the head of and her mother-in-law, the Gracie and they talking about how they gonna meet the alumni later at some crab boil, and how some of them are gonna accept some of them and some of them will not accept some of them. And then Leah says something to her, I don't remember. And then the mother-in-law, and she was like, what? I don't think everybody's going to accept her. I guess trying to say like who Angela is or how she is or whatever. Angela was like, her has a name and I don't see why not. I prove that I work hard. I prove that I do this, I do that. What's the problem? Angela says it about my bank account or lack thereof, and then she gonna have the nerve, the mother-in-law gonna say, I know you used to being like a spectacle, making it a one-woman show, but we got actual work to do. Like she wasn't just talking shit about her. Yeah, so basically she tried to embarrass her because Angela said she was speaking up for herself and she was saying being a great city means you know when to hold your tongue, and all the rest of them was shaking their head like they agreed with her. Like they didn't just hear her talking shit about Angela. Like that's part of being a great city. You supposed to be polite. So you was just talking shit about her to everybody. Well, call yourself whispering, but everybody in the room could hear because you're less than 2 feet away. And then when she responds to it, she's wrong. Remind me of a damn stupid ass teacher who act like they don't see the bully picking on the kids, but they only see when the kids hit the bully back. Then they want to call you and tell you that your kid that hit this bully that your kid been telling you about every day and been telling you that they been telling the teacher. Same shit. Leah tried to make her stop, but of course she wouldn't. And then she grabs Angela and brings her out the room and tells her that she needs to calm down. So Leah told her to calm down, and Angela was like, if being a great city means I'm gonna have to be like her, I don't need it, I'm out. Angela said, actually, you do need it. Leah said, actually, you do need it. And she said, why? She said, you'll see. And then next thing you know, they show them walking into Teddy's office like Teddy been waiting. I guess Teddy and Leah were waiting to tell Angela something. It must be bad news if she's saying that she needs the Great Cities. Y'all know I had to go back, but this is why I can't go back no more because I got a microphone on and it might pull my whole camera setting down, but I hate bad news, y'all. They tell her that they got to shut down the incubator program, which means her distribution program won't be happening now. But I don't understand why they can't just do it on their own. It's your daddy and your sister, and they both wealthy, not rich, wealthy. Wealthy, y'all, wealthy. And all of this is because of Raymond calling his ex-wife to get dirt on Teddy, and when she did, she released it to the public that he had Parkinson's, and the board, remember I said in the beginning, boards don't like to hear that you're sick, and now they put a hold on all the funds and all the programs and everything, and they narrowed it down to just the stadium and probably something else. Angela's very upset because she gave up everything to come there and it's all gone now. But I still don't get why her family can't just help her. I just don't get that, because people on YouTube, including myself, have started up small businesses with way less money than what they have. So why can't they help her? But basically, Leah tells her that the Gray Cities support their business, their black businesswomen within the Gray Cities. So she stays in and she does a good job, and she jumped through all the hoops, all the parties, all the events. They will support her and she will get her deal back. Ugh, I don't know. I don't know if Angela's gonna be able to take Olivia. That's the mother-in-law, Raymond's mother. Because when I tell you she's a super bitch, she's a super bitch. And if you don't believe me, go back and watch my other videos last week, last episode, the episode before that, any other episodes that Olivia is in. She not nice. Yeah, so Angela said she gotta go. She couldn't even really sit and even listen to that. Oops. Cut Celia going home, and Nate is there cooking in the kitchen, and he asks her if she wants some chili, and he don't notice that she looks sad. Then he notices it. She tells him that the incubator program is over. And of course, Nate gives her encouragement, reminding her of, how great she's always been and the things that she used to do when they was in college and things like that. And she asks him how his prospects are as well. And he tells him so far he only got a couple of calls from some homies on the inside. Angela walks up to him and just places her hand on his heart. And he says, "What are you doing?" And she says, "Giving you some of my tenacity." Basically, she's doing tantra on him, giving him some heart healing, giving him some of what she has. If y'all don't know about it, y'all better ask somebody. It's not always a sexual thing. It's more about energetic healing. And I do it as well. I'm not a master or anything, but I got a little bit under my belt. Next thing you know, they show the old bird Olivia barging in on Raymond. He on the phone, on the computer. And what is that called? A butler tries to let him know. And he says, "I know, my mother, I know those footsteps anywhere." And she's like, "What is this I hear about Jackson owning parts of selling parts of the company to Teddy?" And he's like, "Yeah, Ma." Yeah, then they figure out that Teddy has Darman, the company, uh, locked up in some shell company, some fake LLC or something. And now that Jack sold him his shares, that means Teddy probably owns most of the company. Olivia say, "If your father knew what had become of Darman, he would be spitting in his grave." Raymond said, "I know you're really upset right now, but we both know it's not on Dad's behalf." Let me tell you how her whole facial expression changed, how she was looking evil or mad a second, and then the next second she was looking like the audacity. Who you think you are? Because he called out on her shit. Raymond said when he passed, you expected to be in charge. But instead, he put me in charge. Way back, y'all. I almost pulled the whole ring light down. Oh my goodness. Yes, honey. Way back. He told her, and with that, stand out. And then she got this little evil smirk on her face. I wish I could do it. I tried. Next, it cuts to the cousins, Nikki and Lauren, on the beach with Taylor and a bunch of other girls. Look like they may have been doing some type of either yoga or meditations or something on the beach. And the three of them are talking about how the summer went by fast and how they, they didn't read their books and stuff like that. And then Lauren asks Nikki if it's okay if she talks to Taylor alone. And Nikki tells Taylor that she thinks that her mom is cheating on her dad with Uncle Jack, which her mom never did. Remember, that's the white man that we was just talking about that sold his shares to Teddy, and also the same white guy that is that kissed her mother and was supposed to like her father's frenemy. They're grandfathers or great grandfathers got a business together, and their families wasn't been in business together for generations. So Lauren says that she feels bad. Should she tell her dad? Taylor says, is there proof? She pulls out the hotel key and she's like, I don't know. I told my mom about something and their marriage ended because I saw my stepdad at lunch with a woman and it turned out it was his boss. But we still had a full-blown explosion of our family. So I don't know. You might want to think about that before you go back and say something. She said, you sure you want to take that risk? Lauren said, honestly, I don't know. She looked so sad and confused. So Taylor gave her a hug. Of course, when she gave her the hug, it was right when Nikki turned around. But it was a quick hug. But of course, when Nikki looked, she looked all scared. That scared look she always gives, which I really don't get because it's too melodramatic. It's too much for the situations that she gives it for. But she gave that frightened cat look that she gives and turned back around. Then it cuts to Angela at Leah's house, and Leah's giving her all her mother's stuff for the Gracities that she need to learn, and telling her who's who, and the hoo-ha and the ins and the outs and the wee-wees and the boo-boos and all that bougie stuff, y'all. Leah goes to a stack of pictures to show her a picture of this lady named Giselle Hilgard or something like that, and tells her this is the one you gotta win over. If you win her over, you gonna get in good with the Gracities. Leah goes looking through more stuff to help Angela with, to help her get in, because she's family and she's not just a friend, because Angela thanked her. And she finds a picture of Angela's mother, and she's looking at it and reading it on the back, because I guess she could tell it was her mother. And then she's looking at her through the mirror, and she looks scared, like, should I say something? Should I show her the picture? Because I was just thinking, if she goes through those books and her mother used to come there every summer to work, she got to be in some of those pictures. Next, it cuts to Nikki quizzing Angela on the stuff from the Gracities, and she's kind of getting it, but of course, it's only been a couple of minutes. It ain't been that long since she started, trying to practice it or whatever, or trying to learn about it. And then she tries to help her with something called Memory Palace, to use visualization to remember something that you're going to be quizzed on later on. And then she brings up the fact that she wants to go to boarding school with Taylor and Lauren. Child, do her mama, or does her mother have the funds for her to attend? Or should I say how I started to say, do her mama got that money? I don't know. Angela busts out laughing, and Nikki's like, you told me to take stuff to the next level, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, and seeing your boo every day doesn't hurt, huh? And then Nikki was like, well, you told me to make friends. So Angela tells her that she's proud of her and she's happy that she wants to further her education and go there, but it might have to take a little back seat. And she tells her about, the incubator program taking a hit or whatever, but she's trying to get in with the Gracities. She shows her a picture of Giselle Hildegard and tells her that she's going to send her with a sample pack. Asks Nikki what does she think she's 4A hair. Yeah, y'all, 4A. And Nikki says, yeah, definitely 4A. So she's going to try to get in good with her, because remember, that's who Leah told her to get in good with. If she get in good with her, she's definitely going to get in. Cuts to Miss Olivia busting in on Leah. Leah's, I guess, picking out patterns for the party or whatever, tablecloths or whatever. And Olivia says that Teddy got her son in the chokehold. Are you gonna help him? And she said, my man don't need my help. Yeah, tell her, Leah. So Leah reminds her that she said that the Gracities don't never let nobody in that don't come from where they come from. And she shows her the picture that she seen earlier with Angela's mother on there. And it was Leah's mother, Angela's mother, and her. And she was like, look at us. We were so young. Your mother just thought little Eve was going to just fly and be so great in the grace of these, or something like that. And she was like, but she wanted to take the easy way out, by Teddy's bed. And Leah's like, that's why you always so obstinate towards her daughter and stuff. And she was like, she always touting her mother up on a pedestal for all to admire. Evelyn was trash, and her daughter's proven to be trash too. And she said, and the fact that you can't see it makes me question your leadership. And turned around and was like, the dark blue, and left out. Ooh, y'all, Miss Olivia, I wish that Miss Evelyn was alive to slap the shit out of her. I really do. But Piggy might be the one. Piggy little, though. You know, I seen her in real life a few years ago. I went to my brother's, my brother was a manager for, I think it was Tony Rock, Chris Rock's brother. And, he was getting me, tickets to a show. And she was there. I came upstairs to the VIP room, and she was up there. She was so little. Like, she's like the size of my granddaughter right now. She was so little. I didn't even want to bump into her. Like, I was so scared my purse was going to bump into her. But she was like, was she with her quick? No, she was with some other guy. She was with a tall guy. I'm guessing that's her husband right now. When I look at the pictures now. So Piggy's really, really little. So you really got to bend down to like give her a hug or whatever. She's tiny. Debbie Morgan. But I'm going to stop this video after, I'm going to stop this video now, y'all. So, come back for part 2 of the recap. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate your time. Thank you. Peace.